Once again, it's time to talk about Me Made May, the wardrobe challenge that I accidentally invented 16 years ago. In previous years, I've made lengthier episodes explaining what the challenge is and isn't, why you might wish to participate, and how to do so. If you want to hear the fuller explanation, including the history of how it came to be, please check out episode 84. You'll find a link to that under the title of this episode in your podcast app right now. This year, I'm going to give you a super quick, down and dirty version delivered in under 5 minutes. To keep to this time window, I'm going to dispense with all the usual intro stuff, but if this is the first episode of Check Your Thread you're hearing, please do have a scroll through the feed and find another episode that piques your interest and give it a listen. So back to Me Made May, because time is ticking. Me Made May is a wardrobe challenge that will help you improve your relationship with your handmade clothing. You decide for yourself what you'd like to do during May to help you learn about your clothes and your preferences. The goal is then to apply that knowledge to inform your future making so that more of your projects result in successful garments that will see a ton of use. You can participate even if you have just one self-made item. You do not have to have a wardrobe full or even a small suitcase full of handmade clothing. Everyone is different with different requirements and different aims, so have a think about what you'd like to get from the challenge. And the key word here is challenge. What you choose to do during May is totally up to you, but it needs to be a challenge getting you out of your comfort zone and your regular habits. You decide the specifics of that, but a simple way to construct your challenge that I often recommend is to aim to wear your handmade items more or in different ways than you usually do. Being intentional and focusing on what you wear and how will undoubtedly teach you heaps about your clothing, your preferences, your creativity, your style, lots of things. And that's it really. Just decide the specifics of your challenge by midnight on the 30th of April and then do your challenge between the 1st and 31st of May. If you want to, you can tell people about your challenge or just keep it to yourself. You can share about it on social media if you wish, or not. You can take documentation photos if you think it'll be helpful, or not if you don't. You can play it any way that feels right for you. Over the years, I've received so many messages from people who have found participating to be so useful, illuminating and fun. If you choose to take part this year, I really hope that you do too. One final thing, I have definitely found that keeping notes during May of things I've noticed whilst taking part to be super useful. Whether that's noting a new to me clothing combination that I love and I don't want to forget, or how comfortable or uncomfortable I feel after spending a day in a particular garment, or what items I feel I'm missing from my current selection that might help me get more use from my existing items if I had it. If you're interested, I've made a little downloadable workbook that makes that note-keeping process really simple. You can find it in the shop tab on the website checkyourthread.com for just £3.99. If you can't afford that at this time but you think that the workbook would help you, just email me and I'd be happy to send it to you for free. The link to the workbook can, again, be found in your podcast app right now. If you bought the Me Made May workbook previously, it's not changed, so don't go and rebuy it. As always, if you'd like to get in touch about this or anything else, you can email me, zoe@checkyourthread.com, or you can find me on Instagram @checkyourthread. Thanks so much for listening. I really hope you enjoyed this episode and are left feeling inspired. For more info about the podcast, including show notes for this and every episode, head to checkyourthread.com. I'd love to hear from you, so if you have any comments, questions or ideas for future episodes, please get in touch by emailing zoe@checkyourthread.com or find me on Instagram @checkyourthread. Massive thanks to Patrick Potter for production support, to Sylvia Seller for the awesome logo design, and to Simon at Palm Skin Productions for the music. This ad-free podcast would not be possible without listener support, so if you feel you are able, please consider signing up to the Check Your Thread Patreon. For the equivalent of buying me a coffee each month, you'll be making it possible to continue producing regular episodes. Links can be found in the show notes and on the website checkyourthread.com. I hope you'll listen again next week. Until then, take care. Bye!